2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports, but following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
This is a par putt. And as we head to the next, it's Colin Morikawa on top of things. One of the most photographed holes in all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
And this putt coming up for his par. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Pretty straight looking putt. If anything, it'll move a little to the left.
Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. This to move into 4th place on the leaderboard. A good putt to hole. What a putt that was. And that will take him to 1 under. And it's a 1-stroke par four for our leader over the field. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Well, that'll work there. His second shot here. Just a couple back from our leader. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and 2.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
This is an unfortunate situation here, trying to get that ball back onto the surface. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Okay, so that finishes that hole. Trailing by 4 strokes. Over to 7 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich. A great par 4 that requires good positioning off the tee as well.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Oh, that's pure heart. Great fight to make that putt.
In the bunker off the tee. Good job getting this back in play.
We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Not bad. Already with multiple victories this season. Sitting at 1 under. Now to Roseng. Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Now, man on the ground, John McCarthy has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
How good was that? From downtown and gets it to drop.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Big par saver coming up for this fella. And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
Going with the 5-wood.
Flushed it. Hasta la bye-bye.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. He's in a share of 3rd place. We'll talk about strong, long and difficult. Let's down on the 12 here. And is there a harder par 4 on the entire property?
There is not. I mean, this is just usually right back into the teeth of the breeze. Not wind, just a little breeze. Enough to make it about 30 yards longer. You got some bunkers left and right that you got to deal with. But from there, you got a green that sits above the fairway just enough to make that second shot just a little bit longer. This is a brute, an absolute brute.
Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. 13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to nail your drive if you want to get there in 2.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a 3rd shot that's absolutely blind. This 3rd shot could be one of the most difficult 3rd shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Putting for a par here. And gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save. Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Now it's time to get the putter out. That's safely on the surface. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, this one starts out pretty straight and takes a little turn to the right as it nears the hole.
And as we update the scoreboard, this player is in 2nd, behind Colin Morikawa.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got the big 200 all the way back to this pin.
Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? I like the look of this one. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And now this for a share of the lead. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
How good was that putt? And he will move to 4 under par now. And after that hole, this player is currently tied at the top of the leaderboard alongside the ever-present Colin Morikawa.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Looking good.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. And that makes him tied for first. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. That's some good golf right there. Second shot here on the 18th hole. And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. 4 feet to the cup. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. And Rich, I could see you on the edge of your seat all day. It really was one of those cliffhanger performances. This player has a slender lead.
Absolutely, Luke. You always want to have the biggest lead possible, but I gotta say, 1 stroke is better than none.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. And Rich, here we are, Championship Sunday, and our featured player's been playing outstanding all week.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
Well done. Take the birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Here we are in front of a par 3.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
A bit long on that one. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And now onto the par 4, 4th hole.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
This hole here is a par 4.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big, deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided. And from there, the second shot plays a touch downhill green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This putt, it's a 34-footer.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This for par.
Leading by a shot after that hole. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Starting this one out to the right. Let's watch it break.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Next up is this par 4 hole.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
This one started out on a good line. And tapping in for par on this one. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. This one's a par 3.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Geez, making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. Our leader is currently out by 4 strokes as we check the standings. That's tidy. This is his second shot. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Oh, what a putt. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That's a fighting effort. Hit it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. That's almost a gimme. Great chip. He's got a solid 6-stroke advantage on the field as we move over to the next. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got around 205 yards to the pin from here.
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely do they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
That was pummeled. Great drive. This putt here to get to 14 under the card. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
About 26 feet from here, I'd say.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Great shot. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And down it goes. Playing nicely now. 13 under, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Opting for the 5-wood. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And that should secure the par on this one. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
And now that finds him in first place. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here at the 18th.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5.
And there's your Farmers Insurance Open winner. A victory at Torrey Pines, extra special in anyone's career, Rich.
Hats off to this player for winning this week, grinding out a victory on the very difficult South Golf Course over the weekend.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.